All the guests on the Tim Show are plucked from the audience on the night of recording. The first time Tim meets them is when they walk up on stage.
Welcome to a place called London and a show called the Tim Vine Chat Show. And now here is your host, Tim Vine! Oh, hello everyone! I've just been on a fairground ride. 1 minute I was laughing, next minute I was crying. It was an emotional roller coaster. Yes, it's the brand new series of the Tim Vine Chat Show, and this time I'm travelling all around the UK. Everywhere I go, I'll be meeting audiences just like this one. Fascinating, charming, quick to laugh. Might help if you wrote this down. Here on the Tim Vine Chat Show, you, the audience, are the stars of a show, which can only mean one thing. What we need is a miracle. What we need is a miracle. And I believe in miracles, don't you?
Yes.
You look like someone who likes to laugh, doesn't he? So let's grab this one chance, and if this miracle comes true, it'll be a miracle. What a voice! Give that woman a round of applause there! Do you know, I had a dream last night. I was stuck driving round a roundabout. With my right hand I was steering, with my left hand I was making pancakes. Yes, all night tossing and turning. So I was walking down the street, bloke said to me, so I've just built my Scrabble set on the road. I said, what's the word on the street? He said, I can't think of another word for stitch. I said, is that so? Then he started throwing words at me that began with TH. I managed to dodge this, there and then, but I didn't see that coming. And then I walked out of the house and a cup fell out the sky, smashed on my head. Then another cup fell out the sky, smashed on the ground. Then another one bounced off my shoulder. I went back in the house. My girlfriend said to me, she said, what's the weather like? I said, it's a bit muggy. And then Usain Bolt came up to me. He said, Tim, he said, can I run something past you? I said, yes, but be quick. Yes, tonight we're in the capital of this great country of ours, London. Let's hear it for London, ladies and gentlemen. London. Oh, do you know I love capital cities? Lima, that must be a nice place to peruse. But while in London, what do? Sightseeing, that's right, I went sightseeing today. I saw a wheel, some tarmac and an axle. Yes, I did one of those glass-bottom bus tours. And then I saw what I thought was a pair of stockings on Big Ben. I got a bit closer. Actually, it was the trousers of Parliament. And then I did an amazing thing. I went to a Smartie factory and I saw how Smarties were made. And then I got the tube home. Well, every show needs a musical backdrop. This one's no different. Please welcome my house band, Massive Wind Turbine. Let's hear it for them. Yes, Massive Wind Turbine. I'm a big fan. No, seriously, they'll blow you away. But before we bring on our first guest, let's practice the catchphrases. The first catchphrase is I say, what's been killed? And you say, the atmosphere. Let's just try that one. What's been killed?
The atmosphere.
And the second catchphrase is I say, do you object to people wearing green shoes?
Yes.
You object to people wearing green shoes. I object to people wearing green shoes. We all object to people wearing green shoes. There we are, that's the second catchphrase there. And the third catchphrase is a brand new catchphrase. I say, careful what you say, and then we all say, don't upset the elderly vicar. Let's just try that one. Careful what you say. Don't upset the elderly vicar. Are you ready for the first guest?
Yes!
You're ready for the first guest. I'm ready for the first guest. We're all ready for the first guest. Well, what a thrill it is to have this person with us, ladies and gentlemen. They are a Salvation Army minister, and his name is Major Ralph Walker. Let's hear it for him. Major Ralph Walker. First of all, let's talk about the major bit. So when were you... or you are a major now, are you?
Yes.
So where do you... how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. And where do you do that majoring?
Luton. I'm the officer at Luton Salvation Army.
So what do you do actually as a Salvation Army minister?
Every single one of my days is different. Sometimes I'm helping the homeless people. Sometimes I'm helping families out. Sometimes
today, for example, what did you do?
This morning we helped out a number of families with food parcels and helping them in a debt service, trying to get them out of debt.
Right, that's lovely. That's great. Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's inspiring. But what's been killed? The atmosphere! But I thought you were always playing brass instruments and things, aren't you, all the time?
No, not at all. Can't play one to save my life.
Right.
I can make a cup of tea.
Right, and you can do that while marching? A friend of mine was in the Salvation Army and he was always, like, dribbling. And, sorry, that was the Salvation Army. Sorry.
Very good.
So Luton's, I mean, what a place. It's, can I just say, listeners, that was their response, not mine. That's nothing to do with me. Neither yours, because
Lovely place.
Exactly. And you've got that, it's famous, it's, but what is Luton famous for, if you had to say what it was mainly?
Hatters.
Pardon?
Hat factories.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, is that why Luton Town's called the Hatters? I never knew that. Did you know that? Yeah. Listen, they haven't sided with you yet, mate, right? And one of your things that you do is you go around pubs handing out Salvation Army sort of flyers, is it?
We have a newspaper called The War Cry.
So, and how do people... Because often when you hand things out for free, people can be a bit, not always friendly, can they, in a pub, I suppose, but... what's your experience?
I went to the pub,
yes.
selling the War Cry, full Salvation Army uniform. Most people made a donation, got to the bar. There was a lady and a gentleman at the bar, sitting on bar stools, and I said to the gentleman, hello there, I'm sorry to bother you, I'm from the Salvation Army. Would like a War Cry, would like to make a donation?
Yes.
And the gentleman said, yeah, right.
Oh, that's not nice.
Of which he then knocked my cap off.
What?
Then he pulled my tie, as he pulled my tie off. I was going, sir, I'm from the Salvation Army. Then he started to reach towards me, started to undo my shirt. And I was going, sir, I really am from the Salvation Army. Right. So he started to take my clothes off. And then the lady next to him, she'd fallen off the bar stool, just in fits of laughter. And in the end, the gentleman stopped and says, you really are Salvation Army, aren't you? I said, yes. He goes, I'm so sorry. Right. It's my birthday. I thought you were the stripper.
Oh. They hadn't spent a lot of money, had they?
He then gave me 50 quid.
Did he?
50 quid!
That is very interesting, all that you've told us. That's a brilliant story about a stripper. But this is the acid test.
The acid test.
I'm going to ask you several questions about different types of acid. And if you get all four right, you win a signed copy of Elvis Presley's signature.
Wonderful.
Here's the first question. Stomach acid is mostly what acid?
I haven't a clue. No, not hydrochloric.
Go on. Oh, that was... Oh!
Is it, yeah? Go on. Is it hydrochloric acid?
Yes, it's hydrochloric acid! Oh. What acid does it rain on Venus? Keep the pace going.
I've never studied acid in my life, so I wouldn't have a clue.
Just have a wild...
Sulfuric acid.
Correct!
Oh.
Which carry-on star has a pH of less than 7? Any idea? Have a go.
Kenneth Williams?
No, it's Sid James.
Sid James.
Let's hear it for Ralph Walker! Ralph Walker! Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for a bit of a song. And this song involves you, sir, in the front row. When the music stops, I want you to get to your feet and shout help. So when the music stops, that's what you do. Hit the music, please. Some people are allergic to dairy products, milk and butter and cheese. For some it's red wine and cat's hair, or eucalyptus trees. Well, none of the above are a problem for me. What am I allergic to? You're just about to see. I'm allergic to choruses. I'm allergic to choruses. I'm allergic to choruses. When I'm singing the verse, I feel just fine. I'm full of the joys of spring. Nothing is itching or twitching. I can breathe straight out and straight in. It's what happens after that makes me feel very weird. It happens very suddenly and it's very severe. Choruses. Get off choruses. I'm allergic to choruses. At least I'm not like that man in the front row there. He's allergic to his own chair. Help! Are you ready for the second guest? A bank exec. Let's hear it for Martin Wilkes. Let's hear it for Martin! Here you are, bank exec. And what's the name of the bank that you're with now?
It's one of the more famous ones, one of the big five.
Right, okay.
Otherwise known as HSBC.
Right, okay. Well, don't say what they're... Oh, I see. And you're from a bridge in Essex.
A bridge.
A bridge, yeah, a bridge.
Yeah.
A bridge,
Yeah.
A bridge, I can hear you, a bridge. You live on a bridge. What are you, like a...
It's a little village.
It's a little village. You've got a village on a bridge.
Yeah.
So tell us your incredible story. It happened at Christmas, and don't we love stories that happened at Christmas?
It was a few years ago,
yes.
And my children were quite young.
Yes.
So
children often are.
Yeah. So my children were quite young. Yeah. And as most dads, leave wrapping the Christmas presents to the very last minute.
Right,
So
yes.
my wife had gone to bed, and I was downstairs, and the heating was on because it was Christmas, so I was getting hot.
Yes.
And we lived in a place called Gants Hill in those days, which is a suburb of London.
Right.
And we used to get really annoyed with foxes going into the front garden and robbing the bins all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, I used to be a hunt saboteur. Yeah, I used to
Good for you.
Yeah, I went out the night before and shot the fox. And I think foxes do make a strange noise, don't they?
They do.
It sounds like someone's lit a teenager or something, doesn't it?
Yes.
Sort of goes... It's weird, isn't it? Quite frightening when it's right next to your window on the inside. But was it that sort of noise you're talking about?
It was that sort of...
Can you do an impression?
I'm not going to do impression.
Well, I mean, just a sort of attempt at the sort of noise it was. What was it? Sort of...
Well, you just did, yeah.
Just have a little go at that. Little sort of,
but it was much more of a scrack. Yes, that was very good.
That sounds like a little man in a jam jar.
Anyway, I could hear this fox going throughout a bin, so I thought I'd run out and chase the fox away. And we've worked out that if you had Dettol and you sprayed your rubbish with Dettol, the foxes didn't like it.
Yeah.
So I grabbed a roll of wrapping paper, I grabbed a Dettol spray, ran out the front room.
Dettol and wrapping paper?
And wrapping paper in each hand. And chased this fox down the street, shouting on the top of my head, "Get out of my garden."
What were you going to do if you caught him with those two things?
Hit him. If they run faster
Give
than
him a foot bath and wrap him up.
So I'm chasing this fox down the street.
Yes.
And I suddenly realised that because it was so hot at home, all I'd gone out in was just a pair of boxer shorts and nothing else.
Right, so you're wearing
So
boxer
I'm wearing
shorts.
just boxer shorts, running down the street with wrapping paper in my left hand, Dettol spray in my right hand, shouting, "Get out of my garden" to this fox.
Oh, my goodness. Well, there we are. Careful what you say. Don't. We've forgotten that one, haven't we? Don't upset the elderly figure. Let's hear it for Martin Wilkes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for a bit of a sing-along. Do you want to do a sing-along? Yes. This one involves your help. It's called Blimey, That's Huge, is the name of the song. And the bit we want you to sing goes like this. Blimey, that's huge. So just try that. Blimey, that's huge. Hit the music, please. The size of something really big. Blimey, that's huge. If someone crossed the house with a fig. Blimey, that's huge. A 12-foot thimble on a 12-foot thumb. Blimey, that's huge. 8 onion barges rolled into one. Blimey, that's huge. A sausage roll behind a magnifying glass. Blimey, that's huge. The eyelash of a rhinoceros. Blimey, that's huge. Russia. Blimey, that's huge. The gap between how funny I thought this song was and how funny it actually is. Blimey, that's huge. Blimey, that's huge. Blimey, that's huge. I don't know how I managed that, but it seemed you knew that better than I did. Are you ready for the next guest? Me too. An international guest. Let's hear it from Texas. It's charity fundraiser, Melinda Bridges-Briggs. Have a seat here, Melinda. Thank you so much for coming here. And Texas, wow. What's it like in Texas?
Hot right now, but I live over here.
Right, okay. Well, whereabouts do you live over here?
I live in Leytonstone.
Leytonstone. Wonderful. That's quite different from Texas, isn't it?
Yes.
In what way would you say Leytonstone differs from Texas?
Well, I would say it's cold now. Yes,
Yeah.
in Texas it's definitely hot and humid.
Yeah, so pretty much the people are the same.
Not really, no.
And also, I suppose, were you somewhere quite built up in Texas? Because I always think of Texas as the most enormous areas of beautiful space.
Well, I lived in Houston for a number of years, so that's quite built up.
Oh, that is built up.
Yes,
In Houston,
yes.
yeah. And I always remember, when I think of Houston, I think of the space thing. Houston, we've got a problem there, you said. Is that sort of... Is that what they say? Is that like a kind of phrase that you guys all say in Texas to each other as a kind of like a catchphrase?
No, not anymore.
not, no.
We say... Sorry, no, we say, hi, how are you? Have a nice day. Bye, y'all.
Right. Quite right. So you don't meet each other for long, then? What year did you say you came over?
1986.
Ah, so you would have been around still for the Texan Bar. That was still available here, wasn't it? The Texan Bar. Do you remember the Texan Bar?
No.
Do you remember the Texan Bar? It was a suite in the 80s. Really nice. Worth looking up. They don't make it anymore, but you don't remember that.
No.
Now, Melinda, let's play a game called Which Neighbour Are You Referring To?
Oh, dear. Okay.
Which neighbour are you referring to? Which one do you mean?
Melinda, I want you to describe one of your neighbours, either the one on the left or the one on the right, and I will then guess which side of you they're on.
Okay. His family's from Bangladesh.
Yeah.
And he's shorter than I am.
You're right.
Okay. And he has 3 children.
I've got it. Is he on the left?
Yes.
And by the way, when you say left, you mean you as if you were looking out from your front door?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, I was standing the other side of the road looking at the house. So I've got that wrong. Let's hear it for Melinda! Thank you, Melinda. Melinda! It's almost time, ladies and gentlemen, for the final guest of the evening. I know, hasn't it whizzed by? And I always think the last guest comes up and inspires us. Let's bring them on and let's see who it is. They are from Watford. And his name is William Syme. Let's hear it for William! Thank you so much for coming along here, William. You're retired.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, and you don't look as though you're retired. Look at the way you skipped up here. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Full of life. How do you fill your days?
Oh, coffee making and lots of coffee shops.
And do you have any favourite type of coffee? What's your favourite? What would you ask for when you go to...
I'd ask for a latte.
Do you? Yeah. I went to a coffee shop. I said, can I have a cappuccino? He said, is that to sit in? I said, no, I'm going to drink it. What were you doing before you retired?
I worked in the health service.
What did you do?
I was finance.
What part of finance what did you do?
I used to manage the GPs and doctors and dentists.
I went to the doctors. He said, you got hypochondria. I said, not that as well. I said, I've got a rash. He said, I'll be as quick as I can. So, give me an example of a typical day that you had as a financial...
Typical day? Well, one day, for example, we had a black alert to say there was a terrorist alert coming through, and they were posting it. It would be a parcel, 4x6, right. 4 inches by 6
Yeah,
inches.
I know what 4x6 means, yes.
Yeah. It could have been feet.
I think you would have seen that coming.
Yeah. Well, they said it would be posted in Leeds, second class.
Right.
And
so the guy who they've got a lot of detail about this, didn't they?
Yeah. And actually, we got a parcel, 4x6, postmarked Leeds, second class post.
So what did you do? You threw it out the window?
My office manager said, shall we open it? I said, best not.
You're on the ball, I must say. What would they do without you?
Oh.
So best not. So then what happened?
We called the police.
Yes.
Police arrive.
Yeah.
And they evacuate the building.
Right.
They eventually called the bomb disposal squad from Colchester.
God, blimey.
So by the end, we had about 50 service personnel.
Yeah.
And tracker dogs and all sorts, and they'd evacuated...
But they knew where the parcel was, didn't they?
It was on my desk. Yeah, it was on my desk.
You could have told them it was on your desk before they brought the dogs in. Here's a good system. Point at it.
And then they brought the X-ray equipment in.
Oh, my word.
They actually seen some what they thought were wires in the parcel. So this went on for about 4 hours.
And so what happened then?
Well, eventually the bomb disposal boy says it's fine, you can come back in the building. So I said, well, what was in the parcel?
Yeah.
And he says, it's a box of fudge.
And shortly after that, they offered you early retirement, did they? Yeah. William, because we're in London, it's time for a very special Q&A. Queen and Answer.
Q&A. Queen and Answer.
If you could ask the Queen any question, I want you to think about what it would be. Okay? Do you think you'd know what you'd ask? Don't tell me, but do you think you'd know what you'd...
Yeah.
Okay, so what question would it be? What would you ask the Queen?
Do you like latte?
Well, it's a fantastic question, and the exciting thing is that we have the Queen on the phone now. So you can ask her that question. Hello, Your Majesty, are you there?
Hello, yes, I'm here. Hello, everyone.
So we've got William here.
Yes.
So William would like to ask you a question.
Okay, far away.
Ma'am, how do you like your coffee? Is it like a latte?
No, I don't really like latte. No, I've never really been one to drink it. No. Well, I know.
Do you have coffee at all, ma'am?
It was my understanding he'd only have one question.
Yes, absolutely. That's right. I'm sorry. I don't know why he came in with a second question there. Now, before you go, Your Majesty, thank you so much for answering it. Before you go, can I just ask, if you could have an alternative to the national anthem, any other song at all, what would it be?
Any other song at all?
Yes, any song at all. If anything at all, what would it be? Anything at all.
No, I think I'm happy with the one we've got.
Yes, but if you could have another one, like maybe, I don't know, maybe like a humorous one.
No, I'm happy with God Save the Queen.
Okay, great. Let's hear it for the Queen! There she is. Yes, I was kind of hoping that she might answer. I'll tell you what we could do, because we've got an editing process here. I'm going to ask that question again, but I'm going to do an impression of the Queen. And I'll give a funny answer. Okay, so let's just try that now. Your Majesty, before you go, can I just ask you, if you could have an alternative to the national anthem, what would it be? Oh, well, I think... I think it would be The Real Slim Shady by Eminem.
I'm still on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for William Sard. There he is. William! So I said to this careers officer, I said, I want to work on a submarine. He said, overseas? I said, no, that's a hovercraft. So Elvis Presley was climbing out of his swimming pool for the 10th time, and Priscilla said, what on earth are you doing? He said, I can't help falling in love. But ladies and gentlemen, as we get to the end of this show, do you know what word comes to mind? Do you know what it is? I'll tell you before you guess. It's gratitude. You guys, thank you for sharing your stories with me. Every single one of them was thrilling. You guys, you've proved that London is a welcoming place. Round every corner is a welcoming face. Well, almost every corner, I said, you guys, I hope that none of you are easily bored. Because the producer just told me he forgot to press record. I'm doing it again, you're doing it again, we're all doing it again. Thank you very much, London, good night! The Tim Vine Chat Show is produced by Richard Morris and is a BBC Studios production.
All the guests on The Tim Show are plucked from the audience on the night of recording. The first time Tim meets them is when they walk up on stage.
Welcome to the Tim Vine Chat Show. Tonight we're coming from the Barbican Theatre in Torquay, and here comes your host on the crest of a wave. It's Tim Vine! I tell you what a week it's been. I entered a competition, I won a year's supply of Marmite. 1 jar. Yes, this is the Tim Vine Chat Show, the show where you, the audience, provide all the entertainment, which can only mean one thing. What we need is a miracle. What we need is a miracle. And I believe in miracles, don't you?
I do.
You look like someone who likes to laugh, doesn't he? So let's grab this one chance, and if this miracle comes true, it'll be a miracle. What a voice! Give that woman a round of applause! Bloke came up to me, he said, do you want to use my ice rink for 10p? I thought, what a cheapskate. Did you know if a stick insect lays its eggs in a jar of Bovril, it will give birth to a litter of twiglets? So there's a knock at my door today. I opened the door, bloke said to me, he said, can I talk to you about your carpets? I thought, that's all I need, a Jehovah's Witness. I've got a friend who worships exhaust pipes. He's a Catholic converter. Come on. Anyway, a bloke came up to me, he said, I've fallen in love with 2 school bags. I thought, well, there you are, he's bisexual. But I was was in Torquay last night. This bloke came up to me. He said, "Do you believe in ghosts?" I said, "Of course I don't, you silly Elizabethan sailor." I saw a sign that said hairdressing for men. I walked in, there was a rabbit trying on clothes, and all these blokes going, "Yeah, very nice." But I was outside earlier on and I saw this young man and he was swimming on his own, so I threw him a pair of binoculars. He said, "What are these for?" I said, "You need supervision." Can you remember the last time you ate rice pudding? No, you got ambrosia, that's what that is. But before we bring on the guests, we're going to have music. And tonight, we have a very special guest as the musical director. Yes, it's Dolly Parton's brother. Let's hear it for him. Yes, Dolly Parton's brother, side. And of course, this show requires catchphrases, and that means that you're going to join in with them, ladies and gentlemen. The first catchphrase is I say, "What's been killed?" and you say, "The atmosphere." Let's just try that. What's been killed?
The atmosphere.
And the next catchphrase is I say to you, sir, "Do you like wearing shorts?"
Yes.
You like wearing shorts. I like wearing shorts. We all like wearing shorts. That's right, we all say it together. And then the final catchphrase is I say, "I like what you're doing," and then we all go together, "but it's a bit too visual for radio." Let's try that one. I like what you're doing, but it's a bit too visual for radio. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the first guest? Yeah! You're ready for the first guest. I'm ready for the first guest. We're all ready for the first guest. What a thrill to have this man with us. He is a hairdresser, and his name's John Bridgewater. Let's hear it for him. Hello, John. So, John, you're a hairdresser?
As you can see.
Yes.
Well, you can't on the radio, but you can now here.
Well, no. Well, it's true. Well, I can see.
You can see.
Yeah, yeah. And as you can see with me, it's fantastic, isn't it? My
Absolutely.
hair.
I'm catching you up.
Yeah. It's radio. Go with it.
Yeah,
Do you know, I went to the hairdresser the other day. There was a sign on the wall that said, "All our haircuts, 20% off." I said, "How can you be so accurate?" What's the most popular hairstyle currently in Torquay, would you say?
Short back and sides.
Oh, sorry, I asked. Is that right? That's been the most popular one for ages, isn't it? What's the next one?
It's probably the mullet.
The mullet?
The mullet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the mullet.
Yeah, whichever, it depends
the mullet
on where
or
you
the
come
mullet.
from, yes.
Well, what do you say? Well, no, I don't know why I say, it is, how do you pronounce it? Mullet?
Mullet.
Yeah, which is correct, isn't it? Yeah.
I suppose so.
Well, you put a bullet in a gun, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's imagine for a moment, you're the hairdresser, I'm the customer. OK, so let's just have the conversation. I've just walked in. What do you say to me?
Oh, Tim, that's a nice fine head of hair you've got on you.
Well, you're going to be sarcastic straight off. If that's your attitude, I'll take my business elsewhere. So I've walked in and I've said, "Hello there." Let's do a bit of role play, right? Hello there.
Good morning. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. Yes, very well. I've come here for, well, a haircut, would you believe?
Really? I think we might be able to help you there.
Oh, great. And how much does it cost now? What's the general sort of haircut price?
It's £7.50.
Right. What's the 50 all about there?
Put the coin in for the electric for the meter.
Oh, I see. So it really is. It genuinely. I was messing about, but you really need that. Right. Now then, look. You've got an extraordinary story here. You went to Australia.
Yes.
With your wife.
Yes.
What happened?
Well, I've got a very short attention span.
Yeah.
And on the beach with these.
I think it's rubbing off on me, actually. Yes, and you were on the beach. Yes.
Yeah, and they had these catamarans that you could hire.
What?
Catamarans.
Catamaran. Is that like a normal meringue? But what's it? What is
got
it?
a cat on it. Yeah.
Got a classic meringue with a cat on it.
Catamarang, yeah.
That's very funny. I'll say that again, then edit it in like it was my idea. You mean like a meringue with a cat on it? Oh, that's clever.
No, it was funnier the first time.
Yeah, well... there won't be a first time. Now, the... So you and your wife got onto a catamaran.
Yes.
And what happened next? Tell us, John.
Well, as I say, I've got a short attention span.
Memory, I thought you were going to say.
I've got that as well.
Yes.
So we listened to the instructions.
What were the instructions?
I can't remember what they are now. This was a long time. I couldn't remember them then. I'm not going to remember them now.
No. Well, true.
So we took this boat out.
Right.
The wind was behind us. We was going along very nicely.
Right.
Then
Forwards.
the wind dropped,
Right.
and I forgot how you tack it or whatever it's called.
Right.
So we were just drifting.
Right. They're drifting, ladies and gentlemen.
And we'd been out for over an hour.
Wow.
And
so by now you're worried about the price.
Well, we drifted out quite a way, and we got near to the nets where the sharks come into the...
You got near to some shark nets?
Well, the nets were to keep the sharks out from where you were.
Oh.
But we were very close to where the sharks were.
You got near to somewhere that gets rid of sharks.
Or stops the sharks getting near.
Right. OK, so then we're probably looking for an ending now, but... Unless your wife's eaten by a shark, I'm afraid this is not going to live up to expectations. But yes, so you and then what happened?
The guards realised that we weren't back at shore, and they came out to us and said, "Where have you been?"
Right.
And
right.
yes, as I say, we nearly got taken away by some sharks. But
and you nearly got...
Nearly.
So that's what happened?
That's what nearly happened.
That's what nearly happened. So that was kind of nearly a story, wasn't it?
It was almost a story.
John Bridgewater! Let's hear it for him! Oh. Do you know, I love words. I especially love short words, although short words are very easy to misspell, e.g. egg. I'd like to sing a song for you now to celebrate the first guest. It's called Waiting. Hit the music, please. Waiting can sometimes be lots of fun. But not always. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the second guest? Yes! It's Georgina Delaval, balloon modeller. Let's hear it for her! Have a seat there. Wow-wee. You're a balloon modeller.
I am.
Wow, and what sort of things do you make out of balloons?
Anything that I'm asked to make.
Right. Is that really anything at all?
Most things, yeah.
Right. So what if I asked you to make an egg?
Yeah, I can make an egg, yeah.
Just realised
Not
that's one of the
very
simpler
exciting
ones.
one,
Yeah,
though.
it's a bit easier, that one, yeah. Or a draft excluder. So, and you, but, I mean, a balloon modeller, honestly, blow me down. Well, blow me up, actually, but how did you get into that? That's your job, your full-time job?
It's not my full-time, it's my paid weekend hobby.
Paid weekend hobby. So what do you do when you're not blowing up balloons, then?
Oh, it's not as exciting. I'm an office manager.
Oh, no, it is.
Oh, no, it's not.
But what, office manager for what? What's the office?
It's a daycare nursery for children, not plant.
Daycare nursery for...
Yes.
Right, and then you're in charge of the office there, then,
yeah,
right, and all the right.
Yeah.
So these balloons.
That's That's why I put balloon modeller.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised you do that. That's a great thing to do. But you once... Here's an extraordinary thing happened to you, didn't it, Georgina? Tell us what happened.
The other day, when I was working in the dressing rooms at the Glastonbury Festival...
What happened to your voice then?
It went deep. I'm really proud of this.
You were working in the dressing rooms of the Glastonbury Festival?
Yeah.
Wow, right, OK.
Somebody came into the dressing rooms and said, oh, has anybody got any headache tablets? Because Johnny Depp's got a headache.
I mean, that's classic, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah. So what did you do? You made him a balloon model?
No, the squeaking would have made it worse.
Yeah, it would actually, yeah. That's true. It's very annoying, that sort of noise, isn't it? That Johnny Depp does, yeah. So the... But you never didn't meet him, though, did you?
Oh, yeah.
You met Johnny Depp?
Yeah. And Brad Pitt. They were having a coffee together. It was really surreal.
Johnny Depp and Brad Pitt were having a coffee together?
Yeah, next to where I was standing.
Right.
So I gave Brad Pitt some cider, but realised
Are you starting
afterwards...
to make all of this up now?
No, this is absolutely true. Yeah, I think Brad Pitt had just come out of the rehab centre and I gave him a can of Thatcher's.
I saw Johnny Depp. Actually,
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Actually, he spotted me first. Could happen. He came up to me. He said, "Excuse me." He said, "Are you Tim Vine?" I said, "Yeah, I am." Yeah. And he handed me an autograph book. He said, "Can you sign this for me, please?" I said, "Johnny, this is the wrong way round," because it was upside down. It's now time for a segment that I call "Look What I Found on the Beach."
Look what I found on the beach.
So tell us, Georgina, what's the most interesting thing you've ever found on a beach?
Actually, I found half a pair of false teeth once in Weymouth.
You found some dentures on a beach in Weymouth. I found some dentures on a beach in Weymouth. We all found some dentures on a beach in Weymouth. Let's hear it for Georgina. There she is. Georgina! And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play a song on the guitar. So let me just set this up here. The bloke said to me, he said, "I'm going to attack you with the neck of a guitar." I said, "Is that a threat?" I used to have a box. I used to have a box. And I didn't know what was in it. I used to have a box. I used to have a box. And I didn't know what was in it. No idea. One day I picked it up. One day I picked it up. And I didn't know what was in it. Then I shook it some. Then I shook it some. And I didn't know what was in it. If you have got a box, if you have got a box, and you don't know what is in it, just give your box away. Just give your box away. Then you could join with me and say, I used to have a box. I used to have a box. And I didn't know what was in it. Come on, let's all sing it together. Here we go. I used to have a box. I used to have a box. And I didn't know what was in it. This surprised me. No one ever joins in with that. Are you ready for the next guest? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a retired farmer. Let's hear it for Peter Renou. Let's hear it for him. So you're a retired farmer, and what? So was it arable, or did you enjoy it?
Thoroughly enjoyed it, thank you.
Did you thoroughly enjoy it? Tell us what type of farming it was then. What was it?
Cattle and sheep.
Right, okay, right. And so, what's the best thing about being a farmer of cattle and sheep then?
You're your own boss.
You're your own boss.
Yeah, you can sleep all day.
Yeah. You're not mixing yourself up with a sheep, are you?
Yes.
After that impression, I want to just quickly ask you if you were perhaps mixing yourself up with a cow as well. That's a dog. Yes, it's a dog. You're going through the whole lot now, aren't you? That's great. Did you have a sheepdog?
Of course.
Did you? Right, what was his name?
She was called Tess.
Tess, right. And did she used to because I remember this farmer came up to me and said, I've got 68 sheep, can you round them up for me? I said, sure, 70. So did you do all that? Come by. Like that? Did you do that?
Well, I can't whistle, but I did the rest.
Oh, right. Well, you can do a good impression of a sheep. That'll do, won't it? So what did you say? What sort of thing would you say if you wanted Tess to bring the sheep towards you?
Here.
Up. What?
Or up.
Up?
Up.
Was he making fly there? What happens there? and further away? There.
Get away.
Get away?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm being serious.
Yeah, get away.
Get away?
Yeah.
And then, are there any other commands?
Yeah, come by.
Come by?
Yeah.
You send him down the shops? What's come by do?
Well, get away is usually go round anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise?
And come by is go round clockwise.
Oh, that's very clever, isn't it? That a dog can do that? That's incredible. And he really knew the difference between clockwise and anti-clockwise?
Most of the time, yes.
What, sort of about 50-50? Now, something happened to you, didn't it? Was it on your farm this thing happened?
No, I was transporting a bull back from Holsworthy.
Right. What happened?
Well, I bought this bull from a friend.
There's a sentence. Well, we've all done that, yeah. Yes, you bought a bull from a friend.
Well, a mature bull weighs...
Yeah, as opposed to one of those immature ones who goes... Start shouting at Tess and stuff and messing about, wearing a silly nose. A mature bull, yes.
A mature bull weighs over a ton.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's very, very heavy, isn't it? How did you get him home, in the boot?
Nearly.
Right.
I put him in the trailer, and the trailer itself weighs over a ton.
Right, so that's
But
2
unfortunately, the only thing I had to tow the bull and the trailer with was my Montego.
And that's presumably weighs less than what you're trying to tow currently?
Considerably, yes.
Right.
Well, we were on the dual carriageway, and he decided to turn round in the trailer just as I was picking up speed on the dual carriageway. So
during that, right, okay.
Unfortunately, it meant that the car was veering to and fro all over the place.
Oh.
And my dear lady wife was screaming for me to stop. There wasn't a lot.
She wasn't in the trailer as well, was she? So you stopped?
We managed to stop, yeah. But it was one of those situations where you didn't dare touch the brakes.
No.
Just keep going with the flow.
And the bull was, well, there we are.
So there you go.
That's quite something, isn't it? And
it was pretty frightening.
Yeah, it's up there with a shark net. Let's hear it for Peter! Peter, there he is! We've got a very special guest who's going to sing a song for you now, and the song is called Jive Torquay.
I love Torquay. I always have and I always will. I love Torquay. I love the sea. And I love the seagulls. They go. I love Torquay.
Are you ready for the final guest? Yes! This person is from Dawlish. I've never heard of Dawlish, but it's obviously roughly that area. And we're in need of her tonight. She's a laughter yoga teacher. It's Sue Haswell. Let's hear it for Sue. Sue, it's so lovely to see you. Thank you for coming along. Thank you. This is something this is something I've heard about. I've even seen it in the newspaper and stuff like that. Laughter yoga. And so, tell me, how does a session like that work? How does it work? I want to know. I want to learn. Well,
we could do a session.
Well, can we?
We can.
I mean, what do you say to people then? How does it start then?
Okay, so first of all, this will be really handy.
Yes.
You need to understand that fake laughter is as good for you as real laughter.
Oh, I learnt that a long time ago. So, away you go. What happens?
Okay, so...
We are in your hands, aren't we, audience? Yay! And audience at home as well. Tune in at this point. Well, you must be tuned in if you can hear my voice. Tune in to the words of Sue Haswell, laughter yoga teacher. Away you go, Sue.
Fabulous, thank you. Okay, so we understand that fake laughter is as good for us as real laughter.
Yes.
And real laughter is immensely good for us. We don't laugh because we're happy. Actually, we're happy because we laugh. Laughter releases...
Hang on a minute. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. We don't laugh because we're happy. We're happy because we laugh. That's I thought it was the other way around. That's what I've been doing wrong.
So we can hack our emotions and we can turn ourselves from being less happy to really happy just by putting a smile on and then doing a laugh. And usually, if people do a bit of fake laughter, other people will watch that and actually they'll be doing real laughter. And I didn't even tell a joke.
No.
And nor did you.
I didn't.
And it works.
I think it might help if we did it with one person. There's a nice atmosphere here. But this gentleman here, you there in your white shirt, sir. What's your name, sir?
Matthew.
Matthew. Remember what Sue said? We don't laugh because we're happy. I can see that already in your face, actually.
OK,
Sue,
Matthew.
Speak to Matthew. Please, no laugh. Just for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see how Matthew does. Right. Go.
Matthew, it'd be great to just smile at each other to begin with. And perhaps make really close eye contact. And perhaps try some fake laughter, but we'll do it this way. So I'll just say, my name's Sue. And if you say, my name's Matthew, and laugh in a fake way, and maybe turn to the audience while you do it, that'd be great.
My name's Matthew.
Matthew, have you thought about teaching this yourself? Let's hear it for Matthew and for Sue! Sue! It's been a truly spectacular evening here with you. It really has. I'd like to do an impression for you now of a sarcastic town crier. Oh yeah. But as we reach the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen, I have one word, though, that comes to mind. Do you know what that word is, sir? Do you know what it is? Gratitude. You guys, thank you for sharing your stories with me. Every single one of them was extraordinary. I said, you guys, apparently sea air makes your skin soft to touch. And looking at you, sir, you don't get out much. Is that a barnacle on your chin? I said, you guys, what a great time we've had. It was an evening and a half. We don't laugh because we're happy. We're happy because we laugh. You've been inspired. I've been inspired. We've all been inspired. Keep laughing, Torquay. Good night. The Tim Vine Chat Show is produced by Richard Morris and is a BBC Studios production.